Hey everybody, welcome to the video today. I'm Rougeaux with
Andrea Close.
And we're here today to talk about what to do in Olympia, Washington, Lacey, Pacific Northwest here in the summer.
Yep, the impression is that it rains all the time here, and that is not the case in the last few weeks.
No, heat wave. We even broke a record on Tuesday.
Two records, yeah.
So it's been scorching hot, and I will say, at least my opinion, my wife will definitely back this up, and you may as well. The summers here in Olympia, Lacey, Pacific Northwest are the best summers you'll find for about 3 months.
Yeah.
After that, we're back to the rain, maybe cloudy. We have some fall weather, which I like. We definitely go through the seasons.
Yeah.
But if you get a summer here other than the heat waves,
right,
it's phenomenal. I love these summers. Classic, clean, no, like we like to say, less mosquitoes, less bugs.
Yeah.
Nothing that's crazy, no poisonous.
Yeah, no poisonous snakes on this side of the state.
Yeah, no rattlesnakes really. We have, the only thing I can think of that's like dangerous is some bears and cougars if you're way in the mountains. And then some spiders, the black spiders, help me out, with the little red hourglass. Not tarantulas,
we know.
Black widow
spiders.
There we go. Holy cow. But that's the only thing dangerous. But we're here to talk about what to do in the summer as well. So we have a lot of heat. We are now getting clients that ask for air conditioning religiously.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the catch. I remember we used to have the portable one back in the day. My wife, even when we built this home, she wanted air conditioning. I said, we're from Pacific Northwest. I am so glad we put air conditioning in now. And my clients all ask for it. Every one of them now is asking for it.
Yeah, and if you happen to have a house that doesn't have one, I mean, there's definitely ways around it. I mean, when it's hot, it's really, really hot here. But, I mean, it'd be great to have one.
Yep.
And a lot of homes do now, I think. I think anything newer.
All the new ones do.
Yeah.
And then even the older ones, like, and I shouldn't even say that old, but the older ones, you have your furnace in the garage most of the time, and it's easy to put the mini split or the heat duct or heat pump on the outside, run it to the furnace, and then your air conditioning throughout the house. So.
But during the times of the heat wave, I feel like there's still stuff to do. Like,
oh, yes.
My go-to this heat wave is go floating on the Deschutes River.
Yep. A lot of floating rivers, actually.
And then we just sat in there for like an hour to cool off afterwards.
Have you done the Leavenworth River?
No, not yet. I heard I think that one's too cold for me. But
oh, is it?
I don't know. I haven't done that one yet.
The Leavenworth River is phenomenal. You can go up and stay like at Icicle Village. They have the new sky ramp, basically the luge that goes around on the mountain, which looks amazing. But you also have the river there in Leavenworth. So, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. There's also, like, here in Olympia and Lacey, all around here, there's public access lakes that are free. Most of them are free.
Well, we're right across
to cool off.
from one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we live right across from the Lacey Park that I grew up going as a kid to the park. And they used to have an old big dock. Now it's just all beach over there. But this huge public park, it is packed on the weekends and the evenings when it's hot.
Yeah, and like my neighborhood, we have access to a lake in our neighborhood, but across the lake is public access also.
Black Lake?
Yeah.
Black Lake.
Yep. So there's lots of opportunities when it's really hot, or I mean, even right now, I think maybe it's 73. And like so many opportunities to go do things.
Yeah, get in the lakes, the rivers for sure. There's even some theme parks. So we'll stay on the water based right now. There's lakes and rivers all throughout the mountains. I mean, Pacific Northwest. We have the Sound over there. So if you want to drive to the Sound, you can go play on the Sound and the beach for sure. You can even go to the ocean. I mean, go all the way out to Aberdeen.
We're only, an hour and a half?
Hour and a half if you speed, an hour and 10, hour and 15, depending where you live.
Yeah, and if you're coming from out of state or you're not used to the oceans here, that was a big surprise to me that you can drive on them.
Oh, yes.
That was brand new to me.
Oh, I love cooking down the ocean.
Yeah, I'm used to like the California beaches where you have to like drag everything across the sand, but it was really nice to be able to drive up to those beaches.
Yeah, they'll have a warning sign and you'll see like the roads kind of torn away at the end, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
And you just go right out and you're right in the sand. I will say a few facts. Watch the tide.
Yes.
There's a guy that sits, different tow trucks that sit around waiting for people to get stuck. And then it is soft sand, like it's that real fine silt kind of soft sand, which is amazing to run and play on. But if you're driving and you hit a soft patch, you will get stuck.
Yeah. So. But even with that, you don't need a truck or anything to do it as long as you're careful.
As long as you stay on the hard packed, and then you can park by the soft, but just don't drive into it. And we love it. My wife and the kids will pull out, unload everything. We're out. We'll find a spot. The beaches are so long here as well. You can park. You will not be parked by anybody. It is great. So you can park down that way. You can park down whichever direction you go.
Yeah. And then, sorry.
Go ahead. No.
Even Ocean Shores, there's other things to do if that's where you choose to go. There's restaurants and bars, and then we like renting the bikes. You can rent motorized bikes there or ride horses. We've done that.
Oh, yeah. And there's so many beaches. So with water alone, not only do you have the Sound, then you can do the islands. We have all the San Juan Islands up there.
I have not discovered those yet.
You haven't?
I'll get there.
Take the ferry over to one of the San Juan Islands. It's a blast. You can actually do one of the islands without taking a ferry up in Whidbey Island, which is up by Deception Pass.
I've done that one.
Deception Pass is cool.
That's really cool.
You got the big bridge. You got the state park there. You have a lake on one side and literally the ocean on the other with a few hundred feet space. And so the kids will play from the ocean, and then they'll come over to the lake and swim and play. That's a blast as well.
Yeah.
So with water, there's so many different lakes here too. We have Lake Chelan. I mean, you can just go from lake to lake to lake, all up through the Cascades on the other side of the mountains. Washington Lake, everything else.
Yeah, and there's areas up near, I just recently went there for the first time, one of my bucket list items to go to Olympic National Park.
Oh, nice, yeah.
But there's areas up there in the lake that you don't need a national park pass for. That people were out there kayaking and...
I wish I pulled up the name, but there's a national park on the Olympics on the west part over there. That's the nice big lake that lodges on, and it's phenomenal for canoeing and everything else like that. I'll tag the lake here. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll hit it. Corey goes there a lot, up to that lake.
I can't remember.
Anyways, so if you're thinking water sports, at least with lakes, rivers, oceans, Sound, everything to do out here. My buddy and I, we took the families out in the Sound on the boat, went around Harstein Island. We parked on a little island, beached it, had a picnic with the families. We pulled up the little barbecue. That was a blast. Easy day, and it was fun.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of stuff to do here. Like, if you're into the things that cost money, then there's that. I mean, there's Wild Waves up closer to Seattle, which is a water park.
You know, I grew up going to Wild Waves. I had a birthday there when I was
cool.
10 years old.
But if you want to spend money, there's stuff to do. But if you are looking for low cost or free stuff, it's also in your backyard.
Yeah, there's hundreds and hundreds of free places to go, even up to Mount Rainier. Yes, you need the pass to go Mount Rainier, but they have all these different lakes you can go. And if you don't want to pay to go in the park, right before Mount Rainier, I'll take the kids, we'll turn it right, we'll go across the bridge, and there's hikes up there to lakes, and people actually, it's not a bad hike. It's somewhere a few miles, somewhere a little bit more. And you go up these nice, beautiful alpine lakes on a hot day like this. So refreshing, and there's all kinds of people that bring picnic stuff up, bring them inflatables out, and you're on these alpine lakes in the middle of mountains on a little floaties out there, and it's heaven. And the water's crystal clear. Yeah. Looking through.
I just recently did the staircase loop hike in Olympic National Park too, and that's I think it's in my top 3 ones I've ever done in my life. But a lot of things do require a pass here. I feel like there's the National Park Pass, Discover Pass, all of those type of things. But all of those can be bought on an annual basis. And I feel like if you do it that way, it's pretty reasonable.
That's actually really good. So we do the annual pass all the time.
If you're a veteran or active duty, you get a National Park Pass for the lifetime for free. So
that's huge.
Do that.
Yeah, so with that being said, it's not like we're saying spend tons of money. The passes are not bad. I think that our Go Pass for the national parks was like $120 or something like that a year.
But
it allows you in a lot of places.
I think the Discover Pass is $30 a year, or like $13 for day use. So it makes sense to do it if that's in your budget. But if not, there's also still plenty of free opportunities in the area.
And all those places have camping. So we have an RV. Before that, we used to have a tent. I kind of miss the old school tent because I had this cool kitchen set up with my tent and everything. We've upgraded to the RV because my wife is done with the tent camping.
Yeah.
But all these places we're talking about too, you can go to all these different rivers and lakes and locations in the Cascades and camp along the ocean, along the Sound. And I will say it's a lot nicer here. There's a few campsites that do fill up like for the whole year, like Deception Pass I was talking about. Forget about it.
A lot of the state parks, real quick, as soon as they open up 365 days in advance, they're full.
People are booking all the time.
Yeah.
So if you are looking for last minute camp, it's kind of hard. You can look for cancellations or try to find stuff that is canceled. So I'm looking for Deception Pass right now. The whole month of August is just gone. There's not one spot left. So I'm going to just wait for cancellations. And if we choose to not, no worries, because there are other places we can go from here, especially up north, like up to Canada, BC.
Yeah.
Beautiful camping up in BC. So we may do that in the middle of August. Okay, so back to water. So we've done water. There is camping all around here in different mountain lodges. So there's like Mount Rainier Lodge, all the different lodges around the parks. Besides that, what else would you recommend? What do you like to do?
I mean, I'm super into like floating on the Deschutes River, hiking. Those are my two go-to things in the summer. But I like to just find new places to go and new places. I mean, I've lived here almost 4 years now. So I'm always trying to find something new to go do. One thing I do want to try is Tenino just reopened the quarry pool.
Well, I saw that.
Yeah,
that
so it's like
really
$6 per person to get in. So that's something new to discover this summer. I've never been.
People love it. It's a pretty amazing place to
Yeah,
go.
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, so that's a fun thing to do. There's a lot of mountain biking here. So if you're a big mountain biker, all throughout and up through Vancouver, but mountain biking is huge around here as well, especially water sports with the boating and everything like that we've talked about. But another big thing is golfing. We have a lot of golf out here.
Yeah.
Holy cow, I was talking to another agent today. He's out in the golf range. I'm like, all right, he's playing golf today. So if you love golf and you love being outdoors, this is definitely the place to come to stay outside. We have a lot of outdoor, the usual stuff, the tennis, the pickleball. 23
the
kitchens for pickleball as well. If you like cities, there's plenty of cities to explore. You can go to Seattle, you can go to Tenino, you can do little outskirt places. There's places up like in Winthrop, that's like the old cowboy town up in the mountains. Huge. Leavenworth, the old German town, you can go there and explore.
Yeah.
So different little sightseeing towns that you can go up through. You can go up to wine country, either to Walla Walla on the other side, or you can go up by Woodinville, and they have, even the hotels have like little winery, basically you can check in and you can get a glass of wine while checking in at the little hotels at the different locations.
Yeah, and they often have like concerts during the summer and stuff like that too.
Concerts everywhere, even going downtown Seattle, you can go do the Big Wheel, you can have the aquariums. So we have some parks, not parks, what is it called? Zoos. We have a few zoos, point-defined zoos.
Yeah, that's,
Seattle
I mean, in
Aquarium.
Tacoma, there's also, oh gosh, the name escapes me now.
Up in Seattle Zoo?
No, it's a lot more, Northwest Trek.
Oh, yes.
That's really, I like that one.
Do you
for
like that?
the smaller, like if I had smaller kids, I think they would like it, but we've been a couple of times just to.
They do the tram around the track.
I don't think that's open. Yeah.
Oh, it's not open
I
anymore?
think they use, I don't know if
They don't
they're
have the
going to
tram anymore?
Oh.
It's
like, it's broken down. Nobody get excited.
All right, well, I'll put a link for Northwest Trek and see about the tram.
Yeah, the last time I went, it wasn't up and running. They said it was down for renovations or maintenance or whatever, but who knows?
And then a lot of hiking too. So if you are into hiking, I mean, the big ones are the Olympic National Park, the Mount Rainier, which we love to do during the summer. Again, the mountain biking at the ski resorts, but you can also go like Packwood. Huge over in Packwood. And they have the little resort there. They have White Pass up there on the top, and then of course you can drop down on the other side of the mountains over there, and they have all the country apples and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
They grow everything over there.
Yeah.
So with regards to Olympia and Lacey, I think it's a huge jumping off point, center point to everything else that you can just go explore. Not only, you don't have to leave Olympia and Lacey because there's so much to do here.
Right.
The hiking, the mountain biking, all the water sports, everything you need, along with the Capitol. And if you have younger kids, we have a little children's museum. We have plenty of marinas for you to jump off in the Sound.
I was gonna say like Boston Harbor.
Boston Harbor is a cute little place.
Yeah, and they have live music in the summer.
Yep.
I think on Friday nights, Friday and Saturday. I think Friday.
I'll put some schedules, different activities in here as well with it. But there's this main point of Olympia and Lacey, and why we get so busy with so many people buying and selling here and coming here to this area is because they want that main jumping off point to go explore other places. And some do then find sell and they say, no, I want more city life up in Seattle, or they even may want more country and they go down further to Nino or out towards Mount Rainier, up towards the Olympics. So it depends on what you're really wanting, but if you're wanting some discovery, call Andrea and I. Let us know what you're into, the holidays, the summers, whatever you're looking for, and we'll help you find it with regards to real estate here in the Pacific Northwest.
I find a lot of people feel that this area is the perfect spot where it's a little bit more quiet, or it could be a lot more quiet for you depending on where your house is, but a little bit more quiet, still has all the amenities, still has stuff to do, but if you really want more to do, we're only an hour-ish from Seattle, an hour and a half down to Portland.
Correct.
And if you really, really want to, I mean, the SeaTac airport isn't that far either. You know, you can hop on a plane and go somewhere on vacation, but I feel like this area has it all.
Oh, it does. I think you're spot on. I think that's the whole point of getting the whole best world of everything without overextending or trying to sacrifice anything. You don't have to here.
Yeah.
And it's a huge, great place to, one, there's a lot of retirees now moving here. And then we have a great family base. Everybody realizes this is an amazing place to raise a family.
Yeah.
Because you are outdoors.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to do. So if you are bored, you're right. You can go any of those directions.
Yeah.
Pick a spot. Where do you want to go for the day? And everything's within 30 minutes to an hour. If you want to push it, an hour and a half to the beach, to the Sound. Portland, if you want, over the mountains, up to Leavenworth. You can have a blast and you have a day trip. So we go to Mount Rainier. It's an hour and a half to Mount Rainier. We hike and we go a bunch all the time up to Mount Rainier.
Yep, that one is also on my list. I'll get there.
You haven't been there?
No, not yet.
You need. Oh, my
I'll get there. There's so many other things to do that I just haven't made it yet.
And we love going to Mount Rainier, hiking for the day. We'll go up. We'll leave in the morning, hour and a half. We get there to the lodge, or depending on our site that we're going to go hike for the day, we'll park. We'll go up and do the hike. We'll come down. We go to Paradise Lodge, and we wrap up with. Wife and I will have a glass of wine, and then the kids will get like either a chocolate cake, and sometimes we'll do dinner. Sometimes we'll bring a picnic for lunch and then do dinner there. We'll drive down. There's a cute little restaurant on the side leaving Mount Rainier that has like this outdoor band, little rock climbing wall for the kids, and it's all outdoors. So wife and I'll sit there and watch the kids, and it has a little brewery, and they'll climb the rock wall and
sounds fun.
Yeah, do the live band. So if you go there, I'll let you know. But that I can put in as well. That's kind of our favorite things. We need to get back to Leavenworth, so we're going to do that. We take the Amtrak train actually down to Portland, and we love doing that.
Okay, yeah, I haven't done that yet either.
Oh, it's fun. It's not too expensive. You take the train down, stay in the hotel for the night, come back up, and then we explore Portland, and they have a blast down there.
Yeah.
So, all right. I think that's it for now. If we think of anything else, we'll make another video.
Yeah.
But enjoy your summer here in Pacific Northwest. It is phenomenal. If you need any questions with regards to real estate, again, call Andrea, call myself. Let us know how we can help you either buy, or if you're looking to move on and sell, give us a call as well.
For sure.
All right. Have a nice day, everybody.